pre-roll, more like parole. Thanks for checking out this episode of the No Pain, No Brian podcast. We get into some talk of childhood martial arts. Also, we have a fantastic Discord you can join if you want to talk with our beautiful selves. So get your wings wet, my jailbird friends, and get ready for this podcast episode.
Is Brian there?
Oh, we forgot to do the opening.
Yeah. Let's do that now.
Okay. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the podcast. This is the No Pain, No Brian podcast. It's episode 18. It's all over the place today. We're going to have a good time. How's it been, Sam? It's been 2 weeks. 2 whole weeks.
Yeah, it's been pretty good, man. How's it? Yeah.
That didn't sound good to me, so I'm going to be real.
Yeah, it has been good.
That's good. My weeks have been pretty good as well. Actually, I was here last week, so I talked about my shit. But
Whoa, what is it? What's that like? Is it like, do you get like diarrhea? Is it like?
Well, I mean, really, it was just like, it's more. I don't really get diarrhea that much. It's more just like a solid conversation, if you know what I'm saying. But
Okay.
Hey, so I had a eventful.
So what I'm hearing is you like them in the bathroom with you.
All I'm saying is I had an eventful week.
Okay.
Did you have an eventful week?
No, not at all.
Okay, so we'll start with your shit.
I did have a semi-eventful 2 weeks, if you can't wait. Technically, that was a week ago, so yes, eventful week.
Okay.
But also more than a week ago, so no, I have not had an eventful week actually, because I've been home for a week.
Okay, well this is all up and down for me now.
Yep,
all right,
it's up and
Sam.
down for me too, man. It's upside down.
Yeah.
All right, so you want me to start it off?
Yeah. Tell me about your week. How was it going? How are the wife and kids?
Pretty great, man. Yeah. But let's see. Let's start. Where should we start? Oh, we should start it this morning. No, we shouldn't. We should start at last weekend. So a week from 3 days ago. Today is Wednesday. A week from Saturday. In the past, and I got to be a part of most of our friend group being in the same room at the same time.
That's cool. I wasn't there.
Yeah, that's why I said most of.
If I was there, would it have been the full friend group?
I think so. Plus one of our friend's cousins was there.
Oh.
He was really tall. He was like 6'5".
Wait, who? I didn't hear about this. Hello?
His name was well, actually, wait.
No, like who's friend?
Oh, who's? Wait.
Or whose cousin?
Jacob's.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
His cousin lives with
Yeah.
him, I thought.
I don't know. Probably.
No, like he lives with his cousin. I'm like 99% positive.
Well, I don't know.
You know, Jacob's almost off to the army now, or the
Yep.
Marines, not the army. He fucking gets angry at me every time I say army.
You should say Navy.
Navy, the Coast Guard, National Guard. All right.
Jacob, so when are you leaving for the Coast Guard?
When are you gonna go surfing, bro? Hank then. No. So he's almost out of here.
I heard you were working at Build-A-Bear next.
Build-A-Bear. Yeah, I went from working in the Marines. I was on SEAL Team 6, and now I'm at Build-A-Bear workshop. Here I come.
Military grade teddy bears.
Oh, do you think Build-A-Bear ever made super secret robotic teddy bears for the government?
That'd be sick. That like blew up in like enemies' faces. Like they tried to cuddle them, and then it just like tore their insides out.
Dude, could you imagine the Build-A-Bear program was actually a secret government agency, and they were branching out to other countries in order to plant bombs in other countries?
Whoa.
That would be next level, man.
That would be sick. Except that would cause World War III, and that would
but-
not be sick.
Well, I mean, we could just pin it all on Build-A-Bear Workshop.
Yeah.
TM.
Build-A-Bear Workshop, the real terrorists.
Is that still a thing? Build-A-Bear Workshop?
I think so.
That was a thing when we were kids, right?
Yeah, we're still kids. Well, actually, never mind.
Not me.
I lied. Yeah.
Is Build-A-Bear Workshop open today? Dude, they're still open. You come down to Washington, we're going to a fucking Build-A-Bear workshop. That's right.
Let's go. Dog. What about oh yeah. I don't know why I said what about, but yeah, officially my birthday's in less than 1 month.
Oh shit, Sam. How
By
how
2
old are you gonna be?
days. Big 17.
Wow. Woo! Woo, go Sam.
I know,
Nothing
right?
changes.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah. Not even get. I don't even get a milestone.
No. Nothing changes.
Nope.
16 to 17.
Nothing's changed.
It was a bigger number. People start treating
Yep.
you like you're an adult starting at 17 though. Like they start treating you more independently for sure.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. I mean,
I like being babied.
but like once you turn 18, you know, then everyone's like, go find a fucking job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
I'm
Going back to
almost
San Diego.
Been at my job, right? Sorry to get distracted. I've almost
No,
been at
you-
my
no,
job
you-
for a year now. Holy shit.
yeah, actually, huh? We started talking almost a year ago.
Yeah, like almost exactly when I got my job.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, because I remember I was talking to you, because you like hopped into one of our calls, and you still weren't talking, but you were talking about a job, and I was like, dang, that sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, it did suck. I was
Hopefully, you
working.
didn't stay at that one very long.
I was working 60 hours a week, homie. Now
Yep.
I'm working.
Oh, didn't you get? No,
20.
you did get a job right before this one, right?
Yeah, no, I had a job for like 2 months. Another job
Right
for like
before
2
that.
months.
And that was like totally bad.
Well, it was like fun. Like I worked at a wedding venue, right? And I
Oh,
like
right.
set up weddings, which was like super fun, right? Like I was
Uh-huh.
popping with it, but it was only like 1 day a week, right? And so like that was kind of shitty.
So you got like nothing.
Right. So I would only get like 10 hours of pay. But like, and then they were also fucking gypping me on my pay.
That sucks.
So I was like, fuck this. And then I left. And then I went and worked at this job, which is like, you know, a job's a job. And like, I'm super thankful for it, right? Because it like gives me hours that are really nice for my schedule. But
right.
it is just, it's a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't get paid very much.
At least you're getting buffed out.
Dude, I am getting buffed out. I'm getting gains.
Big gains.
Hannah could still probably beat me up. Dude, she took Krav Maga and shit.
Dang, just step on her.
Dude, she could like grab my leg and like flip me over.
Oh shit.
No, I'm like more physically strong than her, but she could like, she knows moves,
She could, like,
you know.
she could use your strength against you.
Yeah, I know. Scary shit, right?
Yeah. Dude, I was almost a black belt in Taekwondo, and then I quit and went to play basketball.
Wait, really? I
I
didn't
was-
know about this. I've never heard about this in my life. Hello?
Yeah, I was like a belt away.
Wait, what? You were almost a black belt in Taekwondo?
Yeah.
Remind me not to cross you, Sam.
I did it for like 4 years, I think.
Dang, I didn't know anything about this. I've never heard about this in my life. Was it hard?
I mean, it was fun and it was kind of challenging, yeah. Because like he was like my teacher, my master guy. He was from Seoul, South
Okay.
Korea, and
So
still
he
kind
was
of working
short.
on his English. Well, he was taller than I was at the time. He was probably short though, yeah.
Yeah, because he was Korean.
I'm
I'm racist.
Hold on, I have to put my
That's
headset in.
racist. My bad. I'm sorry.
I can't hear you yet. Okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
I had to plug my headset in, so I had to take it off and like look at it.
Okay.
Anyway, to me he was tall, but I was also very short. I was a kiddo.
Right.
But being a kid and him not having like the greatest like English yet, he had like a super heavy accent. I couldn't completely understand what he was saying all the time, so that made it kind of challenging. But he was still a really good teacher, and I still like learned a lot, and I still did good.
That's good.
Yeah, there was this one time. There was actually a couple times. He was like, he's the teacher that I got in trouble with the most.
Wait, what? Why?
just because it's all about like discipline and stuff, and like you gotta like it's super strict and all that stuff. And I was like a kid, so what would happen? There's one time, you'd bring like a friend in, right, and you get like a star for your collar. I brought so many friends, and I had stars all around my collar. It was pretty sick. I had the most stars out of anyone in the
Dang.
class.
And you were like a child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were the other people
Well,
like
I mean,
adults?
it was age grouped. It was age
Oh,
grouped.
okay.
So like they weren't that much older than me.
Gotcha.
I think it was like kids like K through like 12 actually. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I just had a lot of friends. I guess. I wonder what changed.
You got me, Sam. It's okay.
But I brought one in one time, and we were just like running up and down this mat, right?
Mhm.
And I think I was like out because we'd play like we'd like do something. We'd like play like dodgeball or something.
Right.
Just like physical activities for like cardio and stuff. And as they were running back, like I was on the side, and the people who were on the side, I guess, were out or finished, and we weren't allowed to like high five your friends or like other people. So I high fived them, and I got sent to the back. And yeah.
Why weren't you allowed to high five your friends?
Because apparently it was like dangerous and like sticking your arm out into like all the running people.
Oh, well, that's silly.
Something like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know, but yeah, you got mad at me and like, okay, so how the belt progression worked?
Mm-hmm.
You'd get a stripe at the end of every lesson, and it's just like a little like kind of sticker that goes around your belt.
Right.
And I think you needed, let me look at it. 1, 2, 3. You needed 6 on each little like ends of your belt that come out.
Okay.
So you did 12 total, which is like, I think it's 2 lessons a week. So that's about
That was like a month and a half, right?
Mm-hmm. A month and a half. And then you'd have to train for your, like you'd have a progression test,
Mm-hmm.
where there was a form assigned to each belt, which was like a progression of like moves that you'd have to do.
Right.
But these stripes, right, you'd have to have like all 12 to do it. If he got mad at you, he'd hold one of your like belt prongs hella firmly and get like really mad. You could tell he was really mad, like you could see the veins popping out of his forehead, and then he'd like rip one of your like stripes off.
Why would he get really mad?
I don't know, because you didn't follow discipline or something.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And this is the one. All right, so one time he used me as like a dummy, like a demonstration.
Yeah.
And by that I mean he just like demonstrated to the rest of the class where your body parts were supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just like kind of moved my stuff around, like my body around.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded kind of bad. Not like that. not like that.
He was a pedophile. Gotcha.
No, not at all.
Okay.
But once I was like in the position, I shrugged once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he got mad at that.
Really?
I don't understand why. Yeah, I think it's because like they're just like shrugging something about like what it means and like how you're thinking about it. I don't know, but he got mad at me
It's
for
like
it,
a
right?
form
So
of
then,
disrespect.
I guess, yeah. And so he did it again, and did like drop me and then put me back into position.
Mm-hmm.
And this time I didn't shrug, but he thought I did, so he got really mad.
Wow.
And then ripped a stripe off. That was sad vibes. Most of the reason why I quit and went to basketball was because I hated sparring.
Oh, gotcha. You didn't like that.
I didn't want to actually hit people.
Oh, you were too kind-hearted, Sam. Now you just
Yeah.
fucking plow people in basketball.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. Now I think I'd like sparring, but like then I didn't.
Right. I gotcha. Yeah. When I was younger, I was also in karate. Not for as long of a time, right? It was only a couple months. But I remember specifically that it was like all ages, right? That were in the same thing. And there was like different classes for like different belts, right? But there was like it wasn't like just one belt for a class, right? There wasn't enough people, so it was like the first like 3 belts would be in the same class, right?
Yeah.
And so we would have to run around and everything. And then they would like split us into groups, so like age groups, to like demonstrate moves, right? Because it'd be dangerous, like adults demonstrating moves on kids, right? So that'd be a little bit fucked up. And I was really young at the time, and I remember specifically that like there was a couple instructors that were black belts, but there was one guy that like was the like main instructor for the kids, and he was a dick. Okay, I fucking hated this guy. And I remember one time, like, because they would like they would demonstrate the moves, right, on us, right? But karate is very different from taekwondo in the fact that like karate is a hard hitting a lot of the time. So like when you're demonstrating a move on karate, you're actually hurting someone.
Right.
And so this guy would like fucking like demonstrate moves on kids and like actually hurt them. Like I remember one time he fucking demonstrated how to knock the wind out of someone on me. and it knocked the wind out of me, and it was hard too, and it fucking hurt. And I was like a child, dude, and I was like, what the
getting
fuck?
the wind knocked out of you sucks.
It sucks.
Especially the first time it happened.
But you want to know what's funny? I never forgot how to knock the wind out of someone, so I can.
There you go.
I can pretty consistently make someone fall over.
There you go. Perfect.
But no, and then like one time, this guy, right? He saw me crossing my arms because I was cold, right? Because I didn't have a. God, I forget what they're called. The like suits, you know? Gi,
Yeah, I don't know. What they're called.
Right? I think that's what it is for karate. I don't know. I actually don't know. Like, it's just called, yeah, it's a karate gi. I was right. Okay. So yeah, so I didn't have a gi at the time. Shut up. I'm trying to explain something from a really long time ago, and it's hard to remember. Okay, don't bully me. I'm gonna knock the wind out of you. Because that's the only thing I remember. I'm gonna be honest.
It was just a sick beat, like yes, yes.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make a song out of that. We're gonna remix it.
Yeah, I'll make a beat.
Nice. But what happened was I didn't have a gi, so I would just wear like shorts and a t-shirt. Because you didn't need a gi until you like progressed like a couple belts, right? They didn't require you to have a gi. I don't know why. It was kind of, but they just didn't. I guess because they're expensive.
Right.
But so I was crossing my arms because it was cold, because it's a big gymnasium, right? And they didn't have like heating or cooling, and like you don't wear shoes when you're doing karate or nothing, right? Because it would hurt people when you're like kicking and everything, and like and sparring. And so I was crossing my arms because I was cold, and he took that as a form of disrespect and fucking knocked the wind out of me and like kicked me to the floor, and he was like, "You do not cross your arms in my dojo." Dude, I was like, "Sorry, man."
Masters when they're teaching class, they'll get pissed at you for like everything.
I know, it's weird.
If you're not like perfectly strict,
they need like a sense of dominance. But yeah, glad I don't do that anymore. But I do want to take Krav Maga, so
yeah,
we'll see in the future.
Yeah, I think I remember some of my Taekwondo, and I don't remember like any of the forms or anything.
Right.
Oh, I do remember. So the master still he liked me, right?
Right.
And I went to this tournament once because he said I should. And I like competed, right? I didn't do sparring. There was sparring competitions and like form competing things.
Right. So you did the form, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You could have done both, but I didn't want to spar because I didn't want to spar. We went over that. So I did my form, right? And man, the week before, I had jumped off of a rock, and on my way down, my foot had caught on a little like nook on it. And it like totally twisted it, and so that was like my first really bad sprained ankle.
Wow.
Which sucked. So I was wearing like this like, I was wearing this like little like ankle brace that took like 20 minutes to put on because it hurt really bad.
Shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep trying to interrupt you because I like on accident though. So
yeah. Okay. Go. Just go. Oh. Okay. So yeah, I'm at the tournament, right? And we get separated into groups of 3 or 4, but there's only 1, 2, and 3rd place trophies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's also like a ton of people at this tournament, like a ton of age groups, like a ton of there's like 500, I think, total. But my group, right? It's form group. So the 1st and 2nd place are the clear better ones, right? I'm going last. So then there's a 3rd place, right?
Right.
I get the same score as the 3rd place guy. And so we have to do like a draw. Like we have to go again, like right next to each other.
Gotcha.
Which dang, I'm hella sad about this still. I was going through and I was like, oh, I'm doing this way better than he is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then he like sped up, and it like, it's like speed doesn't really matter.
Right.
As long as you stay like consistent and like good. But it like pressured me. So I tried to go faster, and then it just made me sloppier, and then I lost.
Shit. He got you. He had a tactic.
Bro, he did. But I still got a 3rd place trophy, even though I came in 4th.
Wait, why? What?
I still have. Because they only had 1st, 2nd, 3rd place trophies.
So you got an honorary 3rd place trophy? That's like a
Yes.
fucking participation medal, Sam. You
I
good.
did tie the third place person the first time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Um, but another thing to note is, I think out of the judges, like, he didn't get a single. There was 3 judges, right? Had to score like 1 through 10.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get a 10. I got a 10 from one of the judges.
Right.
Just saying. Just saying.
So he didn't get a perfect score.
So yeah, well, like obviously neither of us did, but one of the judges thought I did like perfect. None of the
Oh.
judges thought he did perfect.
Gotcha. Just like,
So, like,
overall, he
like,
had a higher score.
No, this is when we tied the first time.
Oh, okay. I got
So this is before we drew. Yeah. So he gave me, I got a 10 on one of mine, but also a lower score on another one of mine.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Guess.
So you want to
big sad.
you want to hear something interesting? Well, you want to hear my?
Well, no, hold on.
interesting-
Let me finish my story because that's not it. Right. So I get my third place, and then.
So you're changing your
like,
story now, Sam. You're just making this up on the spot.
No, I wasn't done.
I'm kidding.
Because remember, I mentioned he liked me at the beginning of it.
Wait.
So I go back
no,
to
I'm
the next
confused
class.
now. The guy who you battled. No, your instructor, right?
My instructor.
Not the guy you like were against.
No, I never
in the
saw him
competition. Okay.
I never saw him before. Never saw him again.
Gotcha.
Well,
maybe you have.
But next class, I literally moved 500 miles north. Next class,
Stalking you.
next class he like calls me up and he's like, "Yep, Sam did this like tournament thing that none of you other cowards did." He didn't actually say that, but he implied it.
Mm-hmm.
But then he asked me what place I got, and I was like, "Well, third." And he knows how it works.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that like third is like the last you can get, and he's like, "Yep, third out of 500." Thanks, man. I really appreciate that one. In front of like the whole class, so I didn't get embarrassed. Thank you.
Wait. So like third is the last you can get, right?
Right.
So like
But
a
he
million
said
people
third.
got third place, pretty much, right? Like a ton of them.
Yeah. But he didn't let them know that. He was just like third out of like 500
Wow.
people.
Good job, Sam.
What a guy. What a
That's an MVP right there. That guy's
Yeah,
saving
man.
your honor.
I know.
Saving your Taekwondo honor.
Yeah, man.
So,
then I quit.
on a completely unrelated note that I wanted to mention,
Right. Of course.
though, you want to hear my no sleep week?
Oh, no sleep week. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I know. It was super not great. Like, it was a good week overall, but, like, I didn't sleep. So, not
yeah.
great in that aspect. So, your boy did not manage his time well. So, on Monday night, and, like, Monday is my Sunday, right? And so, Monday night, I am rushing to get homework done, right? And so, I had to do, like, 2 things of homework, which was pretty much, like, I had to like, do this, like, take-home exam that, like, I knew I had to take. Then I also had to do a painting. And I finished that at 11 at night, okay?
Right.
And then usually the next day, I start classes at 10 a.m., right? Until 5 p.m. But no, we have to take another class. Like, for the next 3 weeks, we're going to have to take another class on Tuesdays, right? In the mornings.
Mhm.
So I had to be at class at 8 a.m., which means I have to wake up at 5:30.
Ouch.
So I probably fell asleep at like midnight, woke up at 5:30, went to take this class, and then me and Hannah are going to see the Spider-Man movie opening night, right? Far From Home, right?
Yeah.
And that is at 8:30 at night. Okay?
Right.
So we like get there, and like my fucking kidneys are killing me, right? Because like I have kidney issues sometimes, right?
Right.
Because I had kidney stones, so my kidneys are weak, and so my kidneys were killing me, and I was like, shit, and I didn't want to like ruin the enjoyment for her because Spider-Man's literally her like she like fangirls over this more than anything else in the whole wide world, right?
Dang. Not even you.
Dude, all I'm saying is, do you follow me on Snapchat? Yeah.
No, yeah, no. I'm just saying.
Did you see my
I'm joking.
Snapchat story?
I did. Was
She
I, like,
dressed.
posing?
Yeah, she dressed up in
Yeah.
Spider-Man costume. Only person in the theater that dressed up.
Mhm.
But like, it was cool, right?
Although-
Because like everyone was like,
just-
"That's so dope," right? Because everyone's going opening night, so everyone's excited, right?
Yeah.
And
Just saying though, she totally fangirls over you more.
yo, I mean, yeah. Yeah,
If you
that's
didn't
true.
already know that.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, and then like we get to the theater, and like I'm trying not to be a buzzkill, you know, because my kidneys are hurting, right?
Mhm.
and so we like get popcorn and everything, and her mom had got us tickets, right? Which like bless her mom, right? I was like super
that's
thankful
nice.
for that. And we get like it was assigned seats, right? Because it was like super crowded and
Yeah.
everything, and it was like one of those nice theaters with like the reclining seats, you know?
Do your theaters usually not have assigned seats?
No, not. I've never been to a theater with assigned seats. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
Yep, that was the first time.
What?
Yep, no, but I've never been to a theater with reclining seats either, and this was the first time I was at one with reclining seats.
The one that's like 5 minutes away from me has reclining. Like they're like whole couches.
Yeah, pretty much same. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's like 5 minutes away. It's so good.
Yeah, it was really fun, right? Because I had never been to anything like that. So that
But I
was
can't
super
believe
nice.
you've never had a movie theater without assigned seats.
Yeah,
I've never
no.
been to one without.
Really, that's weird. Like I've never had assigned seats at a movie theater except for then. But like her mom got us literally top row, middle two seats.
Dang.
It was so nice, Sam. I'm gonna be real. And like the movie, honestly, one of my favorite movies ever. It was so good.
Oh.
Without
That's
spoiling
awesome.
anything, it was bomb. Okay.
Yeah. I should look up prices for that right now.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't. I don't think it was even that expensive, right? We didn't watch it in like 3D or nothing.
No.
But yeah, and then we got out right at like 11 something, right? And we got back to her house 11:30 at night. If you don't know, Sam, I have a 40-minute drive home from her house, right? So I get
Yep.
home at 12:10. I had spilt popcorn all over my car, right? Because the popcorn bowl fell over that I was taking home from my mama. And
Yep.
so I cleaned up popcorn for 10 minutes. Then I finally got into bed at like 12:45, right?
Mhm.
I was finally like going to sleep. And I wake up at 8:15. And like right as I wake up, Hannah calls me. And she's been taking care of like her... so she lives with her cousin, right? And
Right.
him and his girlfriend are like camping, right?
Mhm.
With her two daughters, with his girlfriend's two daughters, and so they asked Hannah to take care of their two dogs and two cats
Right.
at their apartment, and like at her apartment, not the cousin's, because she lives with her cousin.
Yeah.
And so she was like, yeah, sure, and they were paying her some money, and this morning she wakes up, and like this morning I wake up and she calls me and she's like, the cat got out of the house, and it's not an outdoor cat, right? And she lives on like right next to a highway, and so she was like freaking out, like crying, like hysterical, right? And it was because like what she did is the cat like tried to get out like once, right, when she was there, and like it got out, and then she like just said come, like she shook the food and the cat came right back, right? Because these cats are like super fat. I've never seen these fat cats, by the way. Like they are fat cats.
Incredible.
What's up?
That's awesome. Fat cats.
Yeah, fat cats are so cute. But by the way, that dog, like one of their
They're little
dogs,
furry balls of hate.
fucking like it loves me. It hates Hannah. Like holy, we came in, right, and the dog was like barking and like growling, and it was like about to bite her, and I was all like shit. And this is like a big dog, you know, and then I just came up and like started petting the dog, and it was totally fine. And it was loving me. So I don't know.
That's hella funny.
But no. And then what happened was, so what she did once she got all the animals inside is she closed the screen door, right, and locked the screen door so that they couldn't like push it open. And
Right.
then she's like taking care of the dogs, like getting the dog food and everything, and the screen door's open, and she can't find one of the cats, right? Like somehow one of the cats like forced the screen door open. And so she's hysterical, like running around, right? And she calls me, and I'm all like, oh shit. So I gotta go down there, right? So I get ready and get going, and like it's a drive for me, you know, it's a 40-minute drive.
Right,
it's
like
even
40
more
minutes.
actually, because it's the apartment's a little bit further away than her house.
Gotcha.
And so it was like, I don't know, it was like 45-50 minutes until I got there. And so she had been looking around for this cat in like the area for like 2 hours.
An hour, 2 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
couldn't find the cat.
It
And
was in the house, wasn't it?
I get there. Well, listen to this. And like I asked her like when we were on the phone before, right? I said, "Is it in the house, right? Did you check in the house? Did you check in the house?" And she's like, "I checked twice." And I was like, "Okay." She checked twice. It's not in the house. So we're walking around the neighborhood. I walk around for 30 minutes, and then her mom calls, right, and she tells her mom what's going on, and her mom's like, just go back to the house. You know, the cat will come back eventually. It needs food. Once it gets hungry, it'll come back, right? And so we go back to the house, and we're sitting down, and she's like finally like getting annoyed, right? And I'm sitting there like playing with the dogs, and the fucking cat comes walking down the hall, like nobody's business. And I'm like, oh, there's the cat. And she's like, what the fuck? She was so angry, and it was hilarious. And it was just so great on every level, Sam. You don't even know. But like, I didn't get any sleep, right? Because I got home like super late from the movie last night, and then today I wake up early and have to drive down like 45 minutes. And so I'm running on like barely any sleep, I'm gonna be honest. But luckily,
sounds like an exciting week.
Yeah, I know. Because on Friday and Saturday I work, right? I work 10-hour days. Luckily, on Friday I don't have to start until 8 a.m., which like usually I have to start at 5, so that's nice.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get some nice like needed sleep tonight and tomorrow, because tomorrow's 4th.
Yep, tomorrow is 4th already. Dang.
I know, isn't that insane?
Dude, last 4th of July, my parents and I drove up to Tahoe, and I got sleep paralysis in the back of the car.
Wait, you got sleep paralysis?
Yeah.
I've literally never had that in my life.
It was the first time I had it.
Isn't it like
And
super bad?
So for me, it wasn't that bad. Because so I had fallen asleep with my earbuds playing music, right? Because that's what I do in car rides. I just like listen to music.
Right.
And so I like get to dreaming, right? But then I wake up and I'm in sleep paralysis. Ruh-roh.
If you
But
want to
for some
explain
reason,
sleep paralysis to like people who don't understand it.
just look it up.
No, just fucking tell me,
stick.
You wake up, but your body, when you're sleeping, the brain makes the body like rigid, so that you don't hurt yourself. And so sleep paralysis is when you wake up and your brain is still making you rigid and can't move. And it also makes you like kind of hallucinate because like maybe you're still dreaming or something.
Right, and it can be it can be terrifying.
And usually it's not good.
Right, usually
they're
it can
not
really,
good dreams.
really be bad.
Yeah, usually it's like terrifying.
Yeah.
And anyway, but I'm like, so I like wake up and I know I'm awake because I can hear my music playing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It was Alive by Pearl Jam.
Well, I guess you were alive.
But my eyes didn't open,
right.
So I didn't see anything. But I knew I was awake. I could hear my parents, and I could hear them like driving and like talking.
Were
and
you
stuff.
trying to open your eyes?
Yes, I couldn't move. I was trying to move too.
But like, what is that feeling of like? Because I've never had it. Like, what's that feeling of like trying to move and you can't?
Well, to make matters worse, like my neck was kinked. And so I was just like in that constant state of like pain because I'm like slumped over in the back seat, right?
Wait, is it kind of like a what the fuck, like you're like totally like understanding what's going on, right? In your head, where you're like I know I'm awake,
no.
I can't move my shit, type thing.
Oh yeah, I knew I was awake, but I also knew that I just like couldn't move. And
were you
like,
panicking?
Yeah, there was a little because it's like you don't expect it at all, and then like you're not thinking straight, and you're like. You wake up and you expect to be able to move.
I just wonder what that feeling is of like trying to move a muscle and you can't do it.
It's just kind of like rigid, and it like there's like I think I remember there being like tension.
But like, can you feel like any pull when you're like trying to open your eyes? You know, you just do it, right? You don't have to like think about like opening your eyes or like moving your fingers, right?
Yeah.
Like, but like you were consciously thinking about trying to open your eyes, right?
I was consciously like, can I open my eyes, please? What about like my foot?
Right.
Can I move my foot?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you just couldn't do it.
I just couldn't do it. Yeah.
All right. So
it was just it was panicking, but I was still also like half dreaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I could hear I heard Dox's voice, and I think I heard like Mason's voice or something, just like talking like we would in like a Discord call.
That's weird.
I was like, what's going on? Like I couldn't open my eyes. It was honestly terrifying because it affects your breathing too. I wasn't breathing right. All right. My breathing was like super strained. It's like if I was like underwater and someone was pressing on my chest.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And I was
Did your parents notice?
No, I actually just told them about that tonight. over dinner. I was like, "Did I ever tell you that I got sleep paralysis in the back seat
Mhm.
while we were going up to Tahoe a year ago?"
And what happened then? Do you wake up from it or do you fall back asleep from it?
You wake up from it. So it was like after like I remember like the entire duration of Alive played,
Mm-hmm.
and then when the next song started, I was able to like move one of my feet a little bit, and then my eyes just like kind of opened, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was able to like breathe again, breathe normally.
How did you not just be like, guys?
Well, because I was like, I don't know. I was just like, "Oh, well, that's over. Cool, we're good."
Did you like by the end of it? Did you know it was sleep paralysis?
I like thought about it for a minute, and then I was like, "Yeah, I just had sleep paralysis."
You didn't
That's-
think
that's
like,
fun.
hey, we should probably like maybe go to the doctor in case like I'm dying. Like,
No, I was fine. What I mean, if I was able to talk when I had sleep paralysis, I would have been like,
mm-hmm.
but I mean, I couldn't.
Yeah,
Literally, just everything was locked into place.
that sucks. Wow.
Like imagine being like tied down in every way possible, so tight that you can't
Tied
like,
your eyes down.
Yeah, literally, like your each individual muscle get tied to your skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's like.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, I'm just glad I didn't have my eyes open because like that
That's
was a
when you
confined
have,
space.
Well, that's when you have like major like things, right? Is when people have sleep.
Yeah, that's when
paralysis
you
with
have
their
like
eyes
like
open.
demons.
Yeah.
And you're just like staring at them, and they're just like.
I wonder what a demon looks like though. Like, like I can't imagine what a demon looks like. Like I don't.
We'll get sleep paralysis and find out.
Is it like the demons from Demon Slayer? Like those aren't
Yeah.
that scary.
I think
those
I
kinda
also-
look silly.
This could be just like my bad memory, but I think I did also legitimately hear like some like creepy like witch sound lady like whispering something too.
Now that's
So
different. That's a little bit weird, right? Because I can imagine a witch, right? Can't imagine a
Right.
demon. I'm going to be honest. Like,
It was like a demon witch.
Are they like?
I think that's what it sounded like. It sounded like a demon witch.
Are
I
they
can
like
my eyes weren't open,
Sauron
so I
from
didn't see
like
her.
Lord of the Rings? Like what? Like what are they looking like here?
Salad Ron. It's Saruman.
What's Sauron? Sauron something.
Sauron.
No, Sauron something too.
Salad Ron.
Wait, what's the one from?
It's the Eye of Sauron.
Sauron,
I think
yeah.
this
No, Sauron. Is it like a World of Warcraft thing?
sounds like, I never played WoW.
No, Sauron is also in WoW. There was something Sauron that I remember, like specifically. Oh well.
Sounds like
Maybe I'm just an idiot. We'll just say I'm an idiot. Because I can't
Probably.
find the Sauron thing, so I'm not trying to like save myself. So I'm just an idiot. So Sauron, right?
yeah.
Does it look like that, or is it more like the fucking like shitty Halloween costumes that you see at like you know, like a
Dude,
Halloween
I didn't
store?
know. I didn't have I couldn't see. I could only hear.
That's true. But like if you could see, I'm just saying like what does a demon look like?
I was imagining her kind of. I guess I had like the way she sounded. It sounded like she had like hella black
Black lung?
bony and like drawn out like skin,
Mm-hmm.
and was like shaped like her head would look like kind of like a whole like beak, but kind of like melty and like skin.
A melty beak.
Like imagine, like you know what burn victims look like.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that, but
With
like
a beak.
no, but human, kind of goblin like misproportioned like toucan.
Do you think if I
that
saw
had skin and was a burn victim and was like burnt to a crisp, like crispy burned.
Do you think if I had
With a hat.
one of the I had that, right? Do you think
Uh-huh.
my demon would be my old karate instructor punching me in the chest?
Dude, I don't know. But yeah, sleep paralysis is scary, man, because you just like wake up and you're like panicking.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, my body has lost function.
I can't do this.
No, it is literally like one of the scariest things because it's like
But like when you wake up, do you think it's like your brain's like already panicking, or do you think it was like you gained panic from like I can't move?
waking up. I think I gained panic because I remember like I was like awake and I was like okay, and then I tried to open my eyes and I was like, wait.
That's really interesting. I can't believe you didn't like say anything to your parents. You were just like, okay, well that's over.
Dude, I was just like so like relieved that I was able to like return to normal function.
Did it
'Cause,
make
like,
you?
oh
Did it
my
make
God.
you wake? Like, did it make you scared of going to sleep the next night?
No, it never
Really?
happened before. Yeah, it never happened before. I
Yeah,
don't
but
think there was
like
any
that
reason for
doesn't
to
mean it
happen
couldn't
again.
like happen multiple times over.
Like I just got like a sleep paralysis disease or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But no, I wasn't. Like I had it in my mind. I was like, well, I hope that doesn't happen again. But I'm tired, so bye. But I wasn't like scared or anything because like I knew I was fine. Like in the end, you're fine. So when you're thinking straight, you're like cool.
Oh shit, Sam. It often occurs during periods of sleep deprivation and stress. I've been sleep deprived, Sam. Shit.
And stress probably, huh?
Yeah, not really actually. This week's
Oh,
been
okay, that's
kind of
good.
like as far as the weeks have been recently,
Even-
this week's been pretty
Even with
stressful.
like the cramming on Monday night or something.
Huh?
Even with like the cramming on Monday night. Or
Yeah,
something?
man, that's like I do like 80-hour weeks, so I don't really like get stressed about like cramming shit in anymore, because that's pretty much my whole life is cramming shit in.
I guess. Well, that has its perks, I guess.
Yeah, true. Well, like also like doing like a lot of work during a week, you know, because like I do a lot more than most people, right? But like doing all that work and like it's different stuff, you know. Like if it was like just like one job for 80 hours a week, I don't know if I'd be able to do that, right?
Right.
Because it can
But
get
it's like
it would
college
get really
and then a
boring.
job.
Right? It's like college, another job, you know, homework. It's like it's all the 9 yards, right? So I'm doing different stuff, so it's not as annoying.
Right. Yeah.
But pretty much, it helped me become better at time management. You know, because like before I'd be like super like procrastinator, like oh I'll do this later, I'll do this later, I'll do this later. But like I literally cannot do
right
that
now.
now.
Yeah. Otherwise, you get dies.
Yeah, so it forced me to be better at that, which like helped me as a person for sure. So
Yeah. Well, I hope you don't get sleep paralysis from sleep deprivation, because man, like people have like their fears of like drowning in like heights and stuff, but like, swear to God, the worst thing is just not being able to do anything.
you know what's
At
the
all.
worst thing? Kidney
What?
stones. Those shit hurt.
Yeah, that'd be your demons. Your demon would just be like a walking kidney stone.
I've never seen myself piss out a kidney stone.
Gotcha.
So like
That was an all around bad day for me, like going up to Tahoe, because I remember I woke up, and it was like 4 a.m. or like 5 a.m. because we had to like leave, right?
right.
And I had stayed up hella late because it was summer, so I was like, ugh.
That's why it was because you were like super duper fucking tired, dude.
And then I went to bed in the car, no problem. I was gone. But I went up and I was like, okay, I have to pee, right? All I'm gonna say is that I no longer stand up, ever.
You no longer what? Stand
I
up
no
to
longer
pee?
stand. Yeah.
Ever?
Mm-mm.
Like even in
Nope.
public? What if there's a urinal?
Oh yeah. I haven't done that in a long time.
You've never pissed? You haven't pissed in a urinal in a long time?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah.
Why not?
I guess I'm home enough as to where I could just like not really have to go when
That's
I'm around
fair.
that.
Yeah, when my kidneys
Yeah.
were hurting yesterday and I was at the movie theaters, I had to go a lot because like you can't hold NP when your kidneys hurt, or else it makes them hurt worse. So I just like have to go to the bathroom whenever I have to pee. So I had to pee a lot, right? Because like you can't hold
Right.
anything in your bladder. So
Mm.
yeah,
Gotcha.
weird stuff. But I went to the urinal
Yeah.
every time. I wasn't like going to the
Yeah.
shitter to piss.
Yeah, but the thing that happened that morning was that I was so tired, I didn't even notice. Cause like you know that thing that happens when it just like the stream just like splits.
Right.
Yeah, it did that. But the thing is, I didn't even notice, and it went like straight down my leg, and I couldn't feel it.
Gross.
I was so just. Yeah, it was terrible.
That is terrible.
It was terrible.
Got any 4th of July plans?
I do.
Hard turnaround.
Yeah. This year is gonna be better. Yeah. Maya. I'm gonna go over to Maya's tomorrow, and then we're gonna go. Our local like stadium
Mhm.
puts on like a fireworks show every 4th of July, so we're gonna go to that together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like. I was telling Hannah we would definitely do something, right? If I didn't have to work on the 5th, but I have to work on the 5th, so we're just kind of gonna
Right.
chill.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, and it's like I don't want to, like, I just need sleep. I need to catch up on sleep for sure.
Yeah.
Because I have no homework this week, so it's just kind of catching up on sleep and shit.
I remember the first year we were in this house. We moved in June 2nd, so July 4th was like right around the corner. And I'm not trying to like incriminate anybody, but we had some illegal fireworks, like the big ones.
Yeah.
And we blew that. Those were fun, man.
You just like, dude, illegal fireworks are like normal. Like, that's a normal thing to do. You know.
No, yeah, I know.
Any fireworks you buy on a reservation are illegal fireworks. You know that, right? Any good fireworks are illegal fireworks.
Exactly, but the thing is, well, these were like big boy fireworks.
Gotcha.
Like big boy.
Like these super expensive ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had like 6 of them, so we just like. No, it was pretty sick.
That's fun. Yeah, I remember that.
And we just hoped that we weren't gonna get like kicked out because it was our first. Like if there were any cops around.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I remember my first like one of the first 4th of July's I ever did at my grandpa's that I can remember. Right. Mm-hmm. We bought like everyone chipped in, right, and bought a $1,000 firework at the reservation. It was their biggest firework, right? Oh my god. Holy crap. Was that big? That was the biggest firework I've ever seen in my life, right?
Jesus.
And it like went off and it was so like strong and everything and so explosive that it like you could feel like it raining down like sparks on your head from like all the falling shit. And so everyone had to run inside after we lit it off.
I ran straight into a sliding glass door that night.
That sounds like something you would do, Sam.
Yep, it was the first time I ever. No, okay, never mind. When I was 4, I had a sliding glass door in my house, but now when we moved into this one, we had one that had been years, and I kind of forgot about it and just thought it was open.
Yeah, that's like a thing that dogs do.
Okay, listen. And birds too. A lot of species. Bees.
Flies, definitely flies.
Flies, yeah, mosquitoes,
and Sam's. All right. Well, thank you for checking out this episode of the No Pain No Brian podcast. I know, right? That was quick, huh? That was episode 18. It was a great episode, Sam. Yeah. We talked about stupid shit that didn't matter in life, and nobody learned anything from us. But except for maybe about sleep paralysis.
I think my storytelling like devolved.
You think it devolved over time? You think it started off well and it just started getting worse?
No, I think it was getting better, and then it just kind of like took a step back this week.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you had a week off. You know, you were off your game.
So yeah, my bad. Everybody.
I was also off my game today because I am exhausted and I need some sleep. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Your hosts Sizzle and Jizzle are out.
Sizzle and Jizzle. Who's Sizzle and who's Jizzle though?
Well, who do you think?
Well, I got it because yeah, okay, I get it now. See, I was thinking more like both of those can be taken as things though. Like sizzle, is definitely a word, and jizzle is literally jizz. So thanks for checking out this episode of the No Pain No Brian podcast. You can check us out on a lot of platforms, like almost all of them, right? But the most appreciated one is rating us on iTunes. Please give us some ratings on iTunes. We have only a couple of ratings right now, and the more ratings we have, the more likely we'll get out to new audiences, because we don't spread this podcast by anything other than word of mouth and your guys' ratings. So
personally, I appreciate rating us through Venmo more.
We are not on Venmo. Do not Venmo us any cash. Actually, you could send us money. I don't know how, but like I'd like some money, so just pop it on over.
Yeah, just like mail it.
Mail it.
Mail it to our Discord.
Our P.O. box is on the screen right now, except for if you're on YouTube. All right, so thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Big brain plays.